Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
So chat, it's HLC time. Oh yes. I didn't get to I was planning on doing this yesterday, but obviously we got wrapped up in things. So we're going to do it now. So let's jump into HLC's latest offering, shall we?
America, Pride Month is starting, and I think that our fascist dictator should really take the opportunity to pay homage to the great gays that came.
Oh my God, he did the thing! Oh my God, he did the fucking thing! Gee, why haven't you paid homage to the flag? Why? You see that pride flag? Why haven't you paid tribute to the flag, D? D, why haven't you paid tribute to the flag? You really need to pay tribute to the flag, D. Why haven't you paid tribute to the flag? Oh my God, he did the fucking thing. Oh my God, this is fucking an... What are the chances? What are the chances HLC saw that video and went, I'm putting that in the video? What are the chances?
Cheer 1000.
Yeah, why haven't you honored the flag? See that pride flag? You need to honor the flag. Why haven't you honored the flag, D? D, you need to honor the pride flag. Oh my God! Oh, I hope to God that's why. Holy crap! I hope to God.
Before us.
I already listened to Queen, Judas Priest, and Elton John. What the hell else do you want from us, dude?
I'm going with this whole thing this year called equality. Since when has anything your administration done been about equality of people?
What the fuck has anything your people have done been about equality? You've... Oh, I gotta... Woosa. Woosa. I have to, if I want to get this up on YouTube, I have to control myself. And I prefer to put HLC up on YouTube. All I'll say is, hey, when the hell has anything you and your ilk ever done been about equality? Spoiler alert, it hasn't been.
In the LGBTQIA community.
Stop it!
So let me get this straight. Your idea of equality is celebration of your individual identity instead of treating you like everybody else. You know, it's legal to get married in all 50 states with same-sex marriage.
Yes! This is what I've been saying. Okay, fuck it, I'm going on a rant. This is what I've been saying. This is why pride needs to go away. This is why the month of pride needs to go away. I said it before, I'm fine with like a day. I'm totally fine. If they want to have a Pride Day, I'm totally good with that. I am. I am totally good with Pride with having Pride Day. It's a Pride. No, I can Pride existing. I'm okay with Pride existing as a day of celebration. Kind of like how just about all of these other celebrations of quote unquote marginalized groups, gray people, things like that, have a day. I'm fine with Pride Day. I am. You guys can disagree with that, but I am totally cool if they wanted to establish Pride Day. Because yes, there are and have Pride Day to basically be a celebration of when gay people, bi people, even trans people. It's when they there was a time there is no disputing this. There was a time when gay people, bi people, trans people were basically pariahs of society. Okay, put away everything that's going on now because you guys know how my feeling is right now with the activists, with gay and trans activists. They don't count. They're not real. They're not real gay people. They're not real trans people. I put them aside. But when gay people, bi people, and trans people, they were discriminated against. I am not disputing that. Decades ago, Absolutely. They were discriminated against 100%. And since those decades ago, they basically have, just like with black people, they have achieved equal rights in regards to this, in regards to how they are treated, what the services that are available to them, et cetera, et cetera. They were. So I would be fine with I would be perfectly fine if they had a Pride Day to celebrate how people that are gay, that are bi, that are trans, how they have been able to achieve a level of equality that they now possess. Not even going into the basically over equality where they're basically trying to dictate and they basically think that all straight people should be annihilated or anything like that, and they want to turn children trans. So not talking about any of that, but just the celebration of one day celebration of how far they've been able to come and how they were able to attain equal rights that has since gone into superior rights. Yes, correct. But one day, I would be okay with, and not a nationally recognized holiday either. I'm not talking about like, oh, you get a day off from work for it, like with 4th of July or anything, or not like a national or federal holiday, nothing like that. But if you want to have like one day for that, like it's sort of like a quote unquote unofficial one day, I'm okay with that. I really am. A whole month? No. Hell no. And you know what? A lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people are done with Pride. A lot of people that are gay, bi, and trans are done with Pride. This is how you know the concept of Pride Month is basically dying off. Okay, the entire concept of Pride Month is dying off because actual gay, bi, and trans people, not fetishists that want to basically vomit their fetish up in public under the auspice of it's Pride Month, but actual gay, bi, and trans people want nothing to do with Pride. I've seen it all over Twitter that people are like, I'm gay and I want shit to do with Pride. I'm bi, I'm trans, I'm staying far the fuck away from Pride. Pride should not even exist. Yeah, veterans get only a day. LGBT get a full month. Yeah, I know.
I actually challenge you to find any law or thing that the government does that restricts the rights of people in that community. Aside from that, there's nothing else. Also, this doesn't take into account individual prejudice of individual businesses and people who choose not to conduct services with people of that gender identity. That's the thing. They shouldn't have the right to be able to not provide services to people of that community. They should all get locked up and jailed. So Americans...
Hold up. Hold up. Sorry, I got distracted momentarily. Hang on.
Services with people of that gender identity. That's the thing. They shouldn't have the right to be able to not provide services to people of that community. They should all get locked up and jailed.
Tell me you have no clue what fascism is without telling me you have no clue what fascism is. Okay.
They should all get locked up and jailed. So Americans who use their individualized freedom to make decisions based on their own preferences and
September 23rd
religious choices, things like that, should be jailed because they don't agree with you. And I'm the one they call a fascist. That's
exactly. Thank you, HLC. I've been saying this for fucking ever. Is that they are screaming up, and they continue to do that to this day. By the way, to this day, we saw the thing in New Jersey at the ICE detention center that they were screaming fascism. You hear Hassan screaming fascism all the time. These people don't actually have a sweet fucking clue what fascism is. They don't. Because it's projection. It's absolute projection. Because if the people that they were calling fascist were actually fascist, then the moment they said something, they be disappeared. Because they do it in public or they do it online in stream format. So if they actually resided in a fascist country, the moment they said anything that goes against the fascist government, they would have instantly had their doors kicked down, a bag thrown over their head, and been spirited off to a black site, never to ever be seen again. That's what fascism is. So,
If
bearing in
time
mind,
travel were real, I'd throw these people back to
And,
1940s
so
Germany.
the
Let them
the,
see
the
what
actions
real
that they have been
fascism
taking
is.
in regards to stopping cars, demanding they be able to search vehicles, like at the if memory serves, at the New Jersey ICE station, they actually allowed the protesting terrorists to search a government vehicle before they will allow it to leave. Like, they capitulated and allowed the terrorist protesters to search a government vehicle in order for it to leave. That's fascism. That's literally saying you have to adhere to our ideologies, and if you don't, they were literally doing papers, please. They were literally doing the actions of fascists, while they were calling the ones that they hate fascists. Again, this is out of the communist playbook. Okay, this is flat out of the communist playbook, where they basically call the people that they want to oppress the oppressors in order to twist the narrative to make them look like the good guy in the eyes of the public, and that will allow them to take over. Okay, this is like, I'm pretty sure this is probably out of the Marxist playbook. That they use gaslighting, and it's like, oh, you're the bad guy, and I'm the righteous one, to obfuscate the fact that they are, in fact, the oppressive one that wants to strip other people of their rights in service to their ideological cause. So yeah, every one of these terrorist protesters at these like ICE sites or doing these marches, like all the stuff that we saw in Minneapolis, where they were literally like doing coordinated like brigades and checkpoints and everything, that's literally fascism. They were literally following the Nazi Party playbook. Just remember that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I don't gay bash. When I call somebody some kind of gay slur, it's not because I'm comparing them to actual gay people, in the same way that when I call Slavic special ed retarded, I'm not calling them somebody with a mental disability. I'm saying that somebody with a mental disability would also look at what they're doing and be like, well, that's fucking retarded.
Just because you cannot understand my genius does not mean that I'm doing something retarded.
What's crazy is God gave you free will,
For
and you still
God's
chose to be
sake.
the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. Also, I found
At least his mom's hot. At least Russia's mom is hot and she throws a good one. That's, silver linings and all that,
out your mom took Tylenol while you were in the womb, but she only did it for the hangovers.
We must maintain control here in France.
Oh
Bring
boy,
out the
yeah.
police. Start arresting these people who are rioting in the streets.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but France has kind of been going up for grabs. But here's the France thing. Correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure yeah, that's what I was about to say. France is going up for grabs because their football team won. What? This is like freaking like Boston and whatnot all over again. Because France's football team won, the entire country went up for fucking grabs and they're burning it to the ground. Because their football team won. Like mass fucking riots. Like I've seen like video footage of it. Like around the Eiffel Tower, there's probably there was like 1,000 people around the Eiffel Tower just rioting, setting fire to everything they can, literally in celebration of their football team winning. How does that make sense? I got a news flash for you. It doesn't.
I got nothing.
Hold on, I'm looking at some of the video to figure out which color the rioters are. I need to figure out which team we're on.
It started out as a football celebration, but quickly turned into a riot. And why are you looking at the color to try and figure out which team you are on? You are racist.
Oh, shut
No,
up.
no. It's not. Well, okay, it kind of is a race thing. You guys have been getting invaded by individuals from the Middle East, and as an American who
True.
doesn't really pay attention to your politics and what's going on in your country,
True.
that's kind of our litmus test. You know, when the UK says there's the riot, we look at the color of the individuals, because if it's a
Uh-huh.
whole bunch of Muslims that are burning down areas, then it's like, well, shit, okay, then we know that the UK really is, back against the wall. But if it's a bunch of people who are British standing up for their individual rights and liberties and walking around
Yeah.
with their own flag, then we know, hey, we're on their team.
Yeah, like, what do you think that the UK media is going to say about the current protests happening right now? Well, how do you think the UK media is going to paint the current mass protest that's happening right now? Yeah, I think they're going to call it a riot. We saw the video footage of them. They're all standing peacefully. One guy's talking and they're cheering him on. Nothing's getting burned. Nothing's getting destroyed. What are the odds that the BBC is going to call that a riot?
So if you just didn't get invaded from the Middle East like Poland, we wouldn't have to do this. We had a similar celebration here in Poland, but everybody celebrated, picked up after themselves, and went home, because we are a nation of laws. You're a nation of renowned prejudice, and yet I have the lowest crime rate here in Europe. You have failed to take care of your people and been invaded from the outside.
Yep. And you have lost lives because of it. Poland does not have incidents where they have foreigners stabbing their citizens and then their own police basically just allowing that citizen to die in service to quote unquote diversity. Poland's not letting that happen. UK is. Guess who fucking wins?
Poland does not have this problem.
God damn it, I like you, Poland. You don't give in to the status quo, and when they want to talk shit, you come walking through the door like a big dick in a locker room.
And what about you? You have a riot right outside of your detention facility in New Jersey.
Well, there's only a riot there because the federal government doesn't have the balls enough to basically start rounding them up when they actually start going from peaceful protest to riot. Like, honestly, honestly, they should have been rounding them up. They were moving from peaceful protest to mob and riot, and the minute that happened, should have locked them all up. Should have put every fucking one of them in the box. Every fucking one of them should have gone in the box, but they didn't. And there's the fallacy, is that the way you tamp down on these riots, way you tamp down against these mobs masquerading as peaceful protests is when they start rioting, when they start getting violent, you move in, you lock them all up. You start basically taking them and headfirsting them in the box, one after the other. You fucking assembly line it. Because unless and not only that, you actually charge them and you actually send them to court with it. And you actually punish them for it. Actually charge them, actually put them in front of the judge, and actually get a judge that will actually enforce the law and actually give them consequences. Because until that starts happening, they will keep doing it, because the second they start receiving consequences, they're going to go, oh shit, this ain't worth it. It's not worth that $20 I got paid to pretend I'm actually upset. Until that happens, because people are all, it's the fallacy of that people that claim, like, yeah, I'm willing to put my body on the line, I'm willing to put my freedom on the line to basically in service to my ideology. But the second they actually do put their body and their freedom on the line and they realize, oh shit, I actually will get arrested and go to jail for this, that's when they'll fucking roach out and go, I was actually just kidding. I don't actually want to put my freedom on the line for this. I give less than a fuck about this ideology, really. I just kind of wanted to belong to something, and that guy paid me $50 to be here. I'm not giving up my freedom for them. When they actually see that consequences for these actions of rioting is real and actionable, you will see less of this happening. You really will. Until that occurs, it's all about Well, I'm not going to get punished for it, so I'll just keep fucking doing it.
I mean, to be fair, New Jersey is basically New York's dumping ground, so. You've had protesters biting federal agents, you've had attacks, you've had.
And yeah, that I don't know if that person went to jail, but in the box. Felony, battery on an officer. Charge him with a felony, lock him up for 3 years. Guarantee that person won't do it again if you head first him into a 6x9 cell.
Tear gas, they've brought out the mounted division. You
Go
can't
ahead.
keep control
It's not
of it.
enough.
I
Needs to
can
be
solve
more.
the problem quite quickly, except they call that murder. Can we put that in
Well,
quotes?
Buff, you're not gonna bomb New Jerseyans, New Jerseynites. I don't know what a person from New Jersey's called. Well, that's the thing, Uncle Sam. The vast majority, like staggering majority of people who you've made arrests to in New Jersey are not from that state. They're individuals who come from out of state and cause problems.
Yeah, Nick Sotor uncovered that. That basically that thing in New Jersey was well organized, very well organized. They had basically brought in pallets of food, pallets of water, pallets of medical gear, pallets of like gas masks. This was 100% manufactured. This was not organic. It was manufactured. They bust people in to this quote unquote protest, and the majority of them were probably paid to be there. Nick went undercover and actually found their staging grounds and got video footage of all of their supplies being brought in.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do this whole balancing act. Like, I have to keep the peace, yes, but I also can't infringe on their rights, and they have a freedom of protest. But a protest becomes a riot when they start destroying things and attacking people and
Yes, and
biting
then it's in the
federal
box.
officers. So I gotta deal with the bad ones, but I have to make sure that I don't infringe on the rights of the good ones, and it's just so frustrating.
Here's the thing: the good ones aren't around. That's exactly it. It is with all of these. These haven't been good ones. All basically, if it's a simple protest where they're standing there with signs and like saying chants and that's it, those are peaceful protests exercising their First Amendment rights. The ones that are actually throwing things, biting people, obstructing law enforcement, those aren't people exercising the First Amendment. The moment they actually take offensive action, as in attack, or commit a crime like obstructing federal officers, First Amendment goes out the window. First Amendment is the right to peaceably protest. You throw things, you bite officers, you obstruct law enforcement from doing their jobs. The peaceable protest part is now officially out the fucking window, and now you're criminals, and you should be arrested as such.
I have a solution.
I'll tell you again, we're not bombing New Jersey.
No. And for the most part, it'll be other than lethal, less than lethal. And you won't really have to do much. You already have a mounted division, which is like the guys that ride the horses, right? And I think that's a great thing. Also, I had to learn recently because I was a little bit nervous watching the videos. There was tear gas everywhere and the horses didn't have masks. Well, turns out horses it really doesn't affect them. So, okay.
Sure.
Anyways, no. So, we just add 2 new units to the mounted division. I'm thinking bulls. So you tell the people, hey, this is a riot. Y'all need to back off. Y'all need to leave. And if they don't want to leave, you just pull up in a trailer, open up the back doors, smack the ass of 2,000 pounds of beef, and watch it start yeeting fucking libtards all over the place.
I love it. I fucking love it. We could introduce a Wait. Oh my god. Chat. Equality. We can introduce a Spanish tradition into the United States. Equality. We are embracing the traditions of another culture and have an annual running of the bulls against the libtards. Oh, how can they disagree? We are embracing foreign cultures. Don't they want to embrace foreign cultures? Well, get in there, one with the bulls, motherfucker.
I'm not positive, but I think that's illegal. Also, Mrs. Linecrosser came up with that the other night.
No. We just make it a sport. We
Ace,
call it the
Mrs.
running of the
Linecrosser.
hippies.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to get them back? And what happens if they do kill somebody?
Well, if they
Regulars.
do, you give them a settlement and say, well, you should have ran faster next time. But get them back. You already have the horse division. Just start teaching cops to run a lasso. Do you have any idea how fast your recruiting into police would
There you go.
skyrocket? Like, hey, you're responsible for when we need to break up hippie protests for releasing these bulls, and then you got to ride your horse, go lasso it, and bring it back.
I don't know about y'all, but I actually think that's a pretty damn good idea.
Hell
Y'all
yeah,
ever play
brother.
Slap the bull? Go first. After that, the bull's paying attention. Second person who tries is about to get their shit rocked. Well, would you look at that? The state of Florida has now surpassed Texas, New York, California, Las Vegas, and a couple other places as the most international visitors for tourism. Wow, it's crazy. If you keep people safe and you maintain the law, they won't come visit. I'm sure Disney
Yes.
World had nothing to do with that.
Honestly, it may not have. Because to my understanding, Disney is not as popular as it used to be because Disney has gotten seriously fucking expensive. So I actually don't think Disney had a hell of a lot to do with it. It had some. Let's not mistake. Disney still gets plenty of people going in. Universal's starting to get more of it, yeah. But people are not going to Disney like HLC might think. It's like, yeah, nobody really gives a shit about Disney anymore. It's gotten ungodly expensive. And so people can't afford to go to Disney. Someone spent $20,000 for a family of four. I buy that. I absolutely buy it. So I think Disney's probably only a small reason of why there's so many visitors to Florida.
Now, be that as it may, I think if you want to get real technical, let me pull up my paperwork here and the numbers, and we're going to just take a look. And, oh yeah, it says right here, you'll get more tourists if you don't fucking suck.
Okay, Florida. I will say you're doing one thing that I think the entire nation needs to get behind is an animal abuse registry, kind of like the sex offender registry, is that basically in the state of Florida, if you get caught abusing an animal, you can never again own an animal. And I really, really think that all 50 states need to get behind that.
Oh, I like that.
Looking at you, Michael Vick. So
I like that.
we did talk with your general down here and talk about Cuba and things they're going good. We have really made some good progress about maybe our two nations eventually working together. That's wonderful. Now I don't have to bully or yoink a president or anything. We're really making progress here.
Really?
What is so amazing to me, America, is you do not realize that Cuba is your Taiwan.
Are you going to start calling me Northern Cuba now?
A little too late for that. We already called Miami that. Let me see. A nation off of your coast that is close to you, that doesn't follow your political beliefs, aligns with all of your enemies, and your enemy happens to arm them.
Fuck. Buff.
Fuck. Uncle Sam, why did you give any fucking good lines to West Taiwan? We're not squinty. Checkmate, fucker. Whatever you say, just do not be surprised if I start to get a little chummy with Taiwan.
How you gonna get there when all your planes get shot down? Uncle Sam, permission to go patrol the Taiwan Strait. Denied. Oh, come on, man, this is bullshit.
Poor
How in the
kid.
hell- This is like saying, my dad could beat up your dad, but we won't know until you let daddy out. I want J20s. I want J35s. I want J10s. I want their little tiny Asian scrotum nailed to my door.
Oh, God, that was
Jesus.
visual. I guess it's good it's not your sack, HLC. They'd have to put it on a garage door so it lifts.
I fucking love that they're still on this. I love that they're still on this fucking bit. Oh my God. Oh, sweet Jesus. I hope this lasts forever. I hope this bit just lasts fucking forever.
Or else you just drag it across the ground.
What are you doing? Why you attack Romania? That wasn't me. That was probably the Ukrainian false flag. Yeah, I got to work on the Romanian accent. Kind of sounds Italian, or I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, Russia. You know that I have 2 Aegis Ashore systems that exist in this world. There's technically a third one in Guam, but that's a modified version. It integrates with Army Integrated Air Missile Defense. But anyways, 2 organic Aegis Ashore systems. One is in Poland. The other is in Romania.
Oh.
So tell me again where that came from.
Uncle Sam. He's the other way.
Ah, crap. I mean, it's a globe, so technically I'm covered either way. But yeah. Why? So I fire a drone, go to attack Ukraine to save them from themselves, and they jam it and it goes into Romania. That's not my fault. Romania, it was an oopsie.
Oh, no.
You want to see an oopsie?
Oh, shit.
Clever.
Yeah, an oopsie's what I did on your mom's face last night. Nah, that wasn't an oopsie. That was entirely on purpose.
You shut up your mouth about my mother.
Oh, fine. Buff will shut up his mouth. She's gonna keep hers wide the fuck open and go into town.
In Poland, I know you don't like me very much, and that's probably because the way things worked during Soviet Union, but I promise I'm much better now. And these small overflights you've had, think about it, geography. I have Kaliningrad right there next to you, and then Belarus, and the Baltics, so it's very hard. Sometimes I have to fly over other people's country. America does it all the time, but when I do it, I'm the most terrible thing in the world. Yeah, except this wasn't an overflight. This was a drone, a suicide drone that landed in a NATO country. I can taste the Article 5.
Oh, shit.
You don't want that.
Oh, yes, he does.
You say you can
yes, he
all this
does.
stuff. There is no reason that this could not be a false flag from Ukraine. It's not a false flag. You're an idiot. Yeah, if I wanted to do a false flag and get NATO involved, do you think I'm going to go after one of the countries that has never activated Article 5? Or the only country that has? Come on, there's American forces all over out here. If it was a false flag, I would have gone for them. Exactly. Wait, what? Hold the fuck on. Shit. That would be an easy way to get this whole party started. Oh, no. We're cool. I'm not saying I would ever do that, but if I was going to, that's probably the path that I would go down. I would say this is a pretty scary thing, but at the same time, we are rather particular about our troops and our boats, so, yeah, that checks out. Come on, Russia. Give up your nukes. You don't need them anymore. 1v1 me. Nobody else around. Take me on, you fucking pussy. Poland, he does have nukes. That's the only thing he's got going for him. Chill out. Relax. It's fine. Do you have any idea how long it's going to take me to talk him the fuck down?
Oh, no, that's good. That's good, Poland.
Get
You
into
are
it.
not helping.
No,
Yes,
get
I am.
into
Twice
it.
throughout history, we had the opportunity to fold Russia, and they wouldn't be a fucking problem anymore. Once, we should have done it at the end of World War II, and the second time is when they collapsed in 1991. But both times, failure to launch. We just couldn't pull the fucking trigger. So guess what? Hey, Poland.
Yes, Buff.
Do it.
Hell yes. I love Dark Buff. Give in to it. Give in to your anger.